A major legal win for Indian opposition leader Rahul Gandhi after the nation's top court suspended his conviction for defamation. The ruling paves the way for his return to Parliament and allows him to contest in national elections due next year. Mr. Gandhi was convicted in March and handed the maximum jail term of 2 years for defaming Prime Minister Narendra Modi's surname following a remark that he had made back in 2019. The Supreme Court noted that the harsh sentence for Mr. Gandhi had been handed down without the trial judge providing sufficient reasons. Justices also said his disqualification as a member of Parliament affected voters in his constituency. And for more, Neha Pune joins us live from New Delhi. Neha, a huge victory for Mr. Gandhi there and the Congress party as well. Or he delivered some comments earlier following the verdict. Give us the very latest.
Well, usually the kind of scenes we saw at the Congress headquarters a short while ago are scenes that play out when a party wins an election. There was a large crowd gathered there. There was song and dance, workers chanting, showering Mr. Gandhi with flower petals, congratulating him, distributing sweets. And in a sense, it is a big victory for the Congress party and its leader, Rahul Gandhi, because this puts him back in the running for next year's general election, something that wasn't even, the party wasn't even sure of until a few days ago. What we saw was Mr. Gandhi addressing the press very briefly, where he said that sooner or later the truth always triumphs, paraphrasing Mahatma Gandhi's iconic phrase that the truth always prevails. He also said that his work is cut out for him. He will continue to work to uphold Indian democracy, also thanking those who helped him and the people of the country for showing him love and affection through this legal battle that's lasted several months. The Congress also interestingly projecting Rahul Gandhi as a people's hero, saying that he's fought this fight for the people of the country. His victory is a win for democracy in India because they're saying this was an attempt to attack him by an attempt by the BJP, they claim, because he has been challenging them politically. The Congress also has said that the Lok Sabha Secretariat should reinstate him as a member of Parliament just as quickly as they worked to disqualify him. The understanding is that if that reinstatement comes by this weekend, Rahul Gandhi could be in Parliament next week when that no confidence motion against the BJP government will come up.
Neha, of course, a quick reminder, this is just staying that conviction. If it does not uphold that conviction later, and if it does, this could throw yet another spanner in the works for the ruling party. If that should be the case, how can we expect the BJP to be responding to this?
You're absolutely right. I mean, this is a stay from India's Supreme Court, but the reason it's important is because this was the last legal recourse available to Mr. Gandhi, who's already had 2 rejections of his appeal from a lower court in Gujarat and from the Gujarat High Court as well, which is why he had approached the Supreme Court. Now, the Supreme Court has essentially put a stay on that 2-year conviction until it decides on his petition, which essentially challenges that conviction in the first place. But we know how long these cases can sometimes run in India's legal system, so there's no saying when that final verdict will come. But until that does, he is still going to be in the running for next year's polls. It is a concern for the ruling party, at least according to the Congress, who claim that Mr. Gandhi is the only one who can challenge Mr. Modi in next year's polls. Mr. Modi has said he will contest a 3rd term. We've seen how under Rahul Gandhi, who was the de facto leader of the Congress party, his party won a recent state election. There's significant enthusiasm among party cadre as well ever since he held that long nationwide march, which he said was a march to unite India. He's also been very vocal in Parliament before his disqualification. He's also been raising the issue, for example, of the Manipur violence, attacking the BJP for its misgovernance. And there has been a resurgence in how the party has been handling attacking Prime Minister Modi. The biggest criticism for Mr. Gandhi has always been that he's an unreliable leader, at least from the BJP, that he comes and goes. But in the last few months, we have seen him take on the BJP a lot more consistently, and the Congress believes that this will pay off in next year's general elections, especially given that they've now formed a coalition with several other opposition parties to take on Mr. Modi.
Thanks, Naneha. We will, of course, return to you shortly to discuss what's going on in Manipur. But for the moment now, Naneha Pune reporting live just from New Delhi.